Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Rome 2 Siege action. We are here at Athens today. We got a 3v3 for you here. This one's sent in to us by Eric. And as always, let us go over the players on the field of battle, quickly go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, we'll start with the defenders. We have Eric playing as Iceni, Billy T. Sherm playing as Saba, and Star Killer 556 playing as Seleucid. Attacking, we boy, I cannot wait for you guys to hear this next name. Well, not this one, but the one following. So, playing the Sparta, we have Senshikoa. Actually, I'm gonna leave Arverni for last. Playing as Bacter, we have Teddy Bandrup, Teddy Bandrup. And then playing as Arverni, we have Sweet for my balls. You know, there's a lot of things that I like about a great many of games. But when it comes to Rome 2 and Destiny 2, I think the one thing that I enjoy the most is seeing players' names. All right, so we'll start with the attack. We'll start with the attackers. We will, and then we'll get into the defenders. They are picking a very, very, a very grindy choice for an attack. But I digress. All right, start with Arverni over here. Arverni's bringing. We got some Celtic warriors right up front, and in the back we got lots of Oathsworn. We have an Oathsworn general. We got another unit of Celtic warriors right there, and then of course we got we have another unit of Celtic warriors over here, another Oathsworn unit. Wow, so we have, including the general, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Oathsworn on the field of battle, including 4 Gallic hunters that are hiding somewhere. So let's see, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So almost full stack. Sparta is bringing. We have 1 Helot Archers, 3 Cretans, and then we also have some Royal Spartans. Royal Spartans back line is also some more Royal Spartans, some Paraguay Spears, Royal Spartans, and I believe the rest are all Paraguay Spearmen. These are pikes, weren't they? Yep. Paraguay Pikes, Paraguay Spears, and Spears. And he also does have a ballista that is way out in the open, which Seleucid, it appears, does have a really good shot off on 3 of the units in the ballista crew. And honestly, Saba, if he plays his cards right, he might even be able to get the last one there. Because, you know, just a little bit of the ballista arm is sticking out. So that could be potentially part of the hitbox if Saba has some sniper aim. And then Bactria is bringing, we got a back line of mercenary Syrian archers and 1 unit of Persian elites, or elite Persian archers, rather. 2 units of pikemen. We have some Scale Thorax hoplites, Thorax swords, Thorio spears, Bactrian Royal Guard as the general. 2 units of Bactrian hillmen, 2 more units of Thorax swords, and then, yep, some more Bactrian hillmen. That's going to round out the roster for the attackers. Moving on to the defenders. Seleucid is bringing almost close to his usual build, but not quite. We got 4 units of Light Horse right there, a unit of a Gamma Cav, 2 units of elephants, Indian armored and Syrian armored elephants. And then we have Persian Lights, saving some money there, going for the Persian Light Archers. If you didn't know, Persian Lights are more or less, or no, I'm sorry, the Persian Lights aren't more or less like the Syrians. I mean, they are in range and missile damage, but it's the elite Persian Archers, let's see if I can find them real quick, who get the precision shot, which the mercenary Syrians also enjoy. But it appears that Seleucid was trying to be a little cost-effective here, so can't really blame him. The rest of his units are Hillmen. Tell me they're all Hillmen. They are Hillmen, aren't they? Yeah. All Hillmen. All right. I have faith. Iceni is bringing. He's got a Britain Scorpion here. This should actually prove pretty useful up against any units that might either A, get up on the wall and or make a breach into the wall. Because remember, I know I'm getting sidetracked here, but when you breach the wall, there is a hump of rubble here, and that makes for good target practice. 4 units of slingers. We do have some sword band laying about, couple units of Levy Freeman, chosen spear band, their unit of slingers, and then we have painted ones, chosen sword band, some more Levy Freeman. His general is a unit of the heroic nobles, and we have 2 more chosen swords right here as well, and then 2 units of chariots, and then I know he does, oh, I'm about to sneeze, have a unit of Britain Scout Riders. Hold on one sec. Oh boy. Allergies are in full swing as we shift into fall weather, and I am suffering terribly. Saba is bringing Marib Camel Cataphracts, Sabian Camel Cataphracts, Sabians, Mercenary Marib Guard. Remember, these guys are pretty OP for their price point, as we've seen Emperor Candy Katsu display with his Marib Guard spam. Slingers. We have some Mercenary Mazgat Marauders. These guys are also really good. Sabian Swordsmen, Mazgat Marauders. Yeah, some more Swordsmen, some more Marauders. We got some more Marib Guard, and then some more Slingers. And then, yeah, I think we already counted that, right? All right, so 28 minutes, 26 seconds on the clock. Let's get it underway right now. So, so far, no movement from the defenders, although Iceni has moved out with his Britain Scout Riders, perhaps more of as a distraction than anything else at the moment. Or he quite possibly could be going for the Spartan Ballista. That also is a serious possibility. Big shots coming in. Getting a nice rip through the helmet there. Killing almost 10 men. 8 are dead. Whether or not he's going to go for the wall is yet to be seen. Scout Riders have managed to get into the ballista. 3 of the ballistas are gone. 1 is left. We did predict that. Scout Riders are now pulling out. Greek ballista only managed to lose 1 guy so far, but now we still have the Scout Riders finding gaps here, there, and everywhere, managing to weasel their way into the chinks in the armor, so to speak. Again, managing to get way deep into enemy territory, charging right into these Gallic hunters. Units already losing slightly. Big shots coming in from Seleucid's wall-mounted artillery, firing into, it looks like, yeah, going after the Gallic hunters. He might have actually, no, didn't manage to get any of them. Did hit some of the Oathsworn. Scout Riders are gone, but not without causing some havoc. Let's see. This one unit of Gallic hunters severely took a pretty big beating. And now this ballista is pretty much useless. I mean, unless they get somebody up on the tower. But you got to remember, too, that sometimes if you put towers too close to them before you start the match, they'll actually glitch out, and then you can't use them. So your spacing of the towers and how you put them is it's critically important. You don't want to screw around. I'm surprised, actually, that Arverni didn't use his Gallic hunters to place some of the towers, let's say, like up here. See if Seleucid's out with his light cap. They're still hidden, too, actually, because of these houses. But didn't take one of the siege towers and put them here, or, you know, move them up closer so as to try and take out these wall-mounted artillery. But it looks like these guys are actually out of ammo, so they're done for at the moment. Bactria has managed to make their way up to the walls. They have a unit of Bactrian Homen landing. These guys are going to get absolutely thrashed right off the bat. But look at this. Bactria coming in, managing to get... I wonder if this was his plan all along, using some Bactrian Homen as kind of bait to lock in place these swordsmen. Then he's going to move up with this tortoise and knock down the wall. So hopefully Saba will be able to get his men off of the wall quickly. I mean, they did make quick work of these hillmen, so he might even be able to move down the wall and take on these guys right here. Meanwhile, Sparta's not really doing much of anything. It seems like they've been kind of scared, pulling back his spears to protect against the light cav that is moving in. If he's not careful, he is going to, I mean, you give Seleucid an inch, they'll take a mile. Quickly moving around, leaving this huge gap right here, and these archers are most likely are in here. At least that's what Seleucid's definitely probing for. There they are. They're going to be caught out in the open if it's not careful. Quickly moving his Oathsworn to try and catch these guys, but it's not going to happen. And what's going to happen next? They did manage to get a jabby throw off, but it does not look like they hit anybody. So now they're going to be able to juke right around and slip in here. Look at this. Not fast enough to respond. Sparta more worried about his own archers rather than his allies. And now these guys have once again, I mean, Arverni's just taking a massive hit on his archers, really trying to get rid of these Gallic hunters. They are an extremely dangerous unit because they can hide so quickly and so well. Meanwhile, over here, a wall has been knocked down. It does not appear, it does look like this unit actually took some severe losses from the wall collapsing. But it doesn't look like any other, well, possibly this unit too. It looks like they lost almost 20 men. Slingers, though, from Saba doing one hell of a job against these Bactrian hillmen. Soon they'll be able to get into the backs of these thorax swords as well, and they'll probably end up getting routed out of here pretty quickly also. Where is... Still hasn't fired yet. Hasn't had a need to. But all these hillmen, Levy Freeman, and Chosen Spearband throwing their jabbies up. He's actually, I mean, the Spearband and Levy Freeman are set just enough back that most of their shots are kind of counting. I think it's mostly the hillmen here that aren't getting their shots off, but still, it appears that the Levy Freemen are doing pretty good. They're doing all right. Hillmen have now been lined up in anticipation of the Celtic warriors charging forward. 29 kills from Seleucid's ballista. He still has plenty of ammo left. I'm sure he's going to wait until they move forward. Light cav from Seleucid still just roving around, getting into Bactria's archers. I mean, it doesn't even look like Bactria's really focusing that much on his back line. More concerned with what's going on over here. At least that's what appears to me. Charging forward some units when honestly, he should be really concerned about what's going on over here. Arverni moving forward a ram. Honestly, I don't... Well, maybe it's not a bad idea. But I mean, these elite Persian archers, they don't have much armor, so they take one hell of a beating, whether they get charged by cav or they're getting shot at. So these guys definitely got beat up pretty good. 42 kills for this light cav unit, 17 for this one. Not great kills, but I mean, it's light cav. What do you expect from it? Seleucid's using his light cav in an extremely effective way by really just harassing, using the speed and the agility of the light cav to get in, harass the enemy lines, break up their formations, force them into turtle positions like this. I mean, Sparta is now completely turtled up, not really backing up his allies in any way, shape, or form because he's too afraid of being getting sallied out on again. Which, I mean, he should be. I mean, there's two chariots and two elephants back here, so the worst is yet to come. Not the best, the worst. Verni's making some slow going up here. I really don't know what he's doing. Celtic warriors throwing down their jabbies. All this is really doing, I understand the thought process behind it. You want to try and whittle down the numbers of these defenders, but I mean, if you just have these two Celtic warriors up here, I mean, yeah, you're going to throw your jabbies, but then the act of throwing the javelins, the precursors, is an exhausting feat of its own. So your units are going to get tired. And then you're going to charge them in, and they're not going to be as fresh. And then, I mean, look, you got these two Celtic warriors, even if they manage to defeat this Levy Freeman unit, which I don't think they will, if they charge down here, they're up against 3 units of Hillman and 3 units of Levy Freeman. Celtic warriors are good, but against 6 units, they're not that great. I mean, maybe the Oathsworn could probably take them all on, but yeah, Unfortunately, Persian Light Archers are getting thwarted off the field of battle by the Gallic Hunters from Arverni. Down to 42 guys. Hopefully they will come back. I'm sure that they probably will. Over here, Saba is doing a real bang-up job, just absolutely shutting down Bactria, not letting him get an inch anywhere. Mercenary, Mazgat, Marauders, and the Marib Guard holding the line against some Scale, Thorax, Hoplites, Bactrian, Hillman, and Thorax Swords. Now Bactria is piling in. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure that it's the best idea. I mean, he does have his archers right here, but I think Bactria is setting himself up for a little bit of disaster because it's Saba. And what does Saba have? A shitload of cav units. What do we got here? Sabian Camel Cataphracts charging into the side. Well, not really the side. It is the front line of these Thorax Swords. But they're going to do some serious damage. I mean, it's such a beefy unit that he'll get some good charges off. Hopefully, I'm hoping. Well, actually, he's moving his archers away, so never mind that. But I think it would behoove Saba to possibly bring over his slingers, set them up over here, and then he can sling right into the back of these Thorax Swords. The pikemen. Wow, pikes already in the settlement. They are winning decisively, up to 81 kills so far. They will start to tear through these Mazgat Marauders, so Saba does have to be careful. I think, yeah, there we go. He's moving up his slingers. Hopefully he'll start to sling into the back of these pikes. And what's going on here? Okay. I mean, I thought he was pulling through, but he's not. There is a mighty gap here. That is a big gap. If I'm Bactria, I mean, I'm going to try and exploit this as much as I possibly can, especially with, well, maybe not the pikemen, but maybe the Thorax Swords. Saba is starting to break here, but again, I mean, he's got his slingers right here. They're going to start to sling into... they should be going after these pikes, honestly. Meanwhile, over here, Bernie's just not making any, much, if any, headway at all. I mean, he does have 2 units of Oathsworn. Honestly, I think he should just throw get his Oathsworn in here. I mean, yes, these Hillmen do not have any... oh, look at this. They did. They moved one of the towers. It wasn't glitched out. So 89 kills so far for this ballista unit. They still have plenty of ammo. So they're going to start lobbing shots into the settlement. We'll see how that goes. But honestly, if he decided to charge in these 2 Oathsworn units, I think they would probably take on most of these Hillmen here. And the Chosen Spear Bandit as well. But yeah, Arverni... did too much of a piecemeal type of attack. Just did not, it didn't pay off. Did not pay off. Elephants are on the move. Looks like they're going to come way, way around. Bactria has made their way in. Rib Guard taking on some Oathsworn. That's definitely not going to go their way. And that is exactly why those elephants are coming over here. Honestly, though, yeah, Bactria is shifting. This side, left flank of the battle is going pretty good. Saba did his damnedest to hold them back, but there's only so much that he could do. Now it's really going to rely on Sparta making a huge misstep. I mean, honestly, Sparta at this moment in time, really needs to move in with his units. And I don't know why Sparta didn't bring up more of his tortoises. I mean, so honestly, he should have knocked down this section of wall, right? And then maybe this section right here. I think that would have been good. Or really maybe even this section for the tower. But yeah, I mean, if this is what Sparta's going to do, if they're going to send in their units one at a time, like, I can understand if they're going to try and just get these guys to use up their jabbies. Understandable. So that the Oathsworn have an easier time. But even still, I mean, there's so many reinforcements here. Meanwhile, back over here, Bactria and Hillman getting thwarted. But they are in here. 117 kills, 120 for these slingers. They're holding on for dear life. Is this out of ammo? Unfortunately, it is. Seleucid out of ammo. It does not appear that he is out of ammo. So, I mean, he could start lobbing shots. I'd be going after the Spartan General for sure. Maybe Freeman have come out. Interesting move. 15 minutes, 13 seconds left in this one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the cool YouTube stuff. Helps me out, of course, or it helps the channel out, and of course I appreciate it. And don't forget to check the links in the description below for Discord server, Twitter, and Twitch. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, they just set up an awesome kill box here, but they are definitely just getting them to waste their jabbies on these units. Chariot's coming in. Will they be able to make a difference? We shall see. Hopefully he can get them through and he can get them to do quite a bit of damage. They're going. They're going. 6 kills so far.
All right. Riders, advance. Fast forward.
Getting right into these archers. This is a bad move on Bactria. I mean, maybe they were newer players, possibly, but always remember, you shouldn't pull your units through, but in my opinion at least, the only 2 units that it's socially acceptable to pull through are chariots and elephants. And that's it. How many kills do they have so far? 265 in that short amount of time. Spectacular. Really did number on these archers. Bactria sent the pikemen in to deal with them, and they managed to do some serious damage. They are routing, but they might actually come back, and if they do, that'll be big. We'll be able to turn them right around and get them right into the archers from Sparta, or even the ballista from Sparta as well. Maybe Freeman's still just kind of hanging out. Still not really sure what Sparta is doing. Arverni only has one Oathsworn over here now. I hope he didn't. Looks like he might have actually brought one of the Oathsworn all the way around. That might have been not the greatest of moves. Elephants here waiting on standby to charge in and cause some serious havoc. This Oathsworn unit's pretty beat up, but they did manage to get 190 kills so far. Persian Lights being sent in. These guys too. Are they all out of ammo? Nah, not all of them. No, they still have plenty of ammo left. Well, some of them at least. Ooh. Chosen Sword Bands taking a beating from the pikes. Thorio Spears and Oathsworn. Wow. Desert Spearmen held on for a while, it seems like, against the Thorio Spear. Chariots have come back, getting into the archers. There's 5 men left. They are charging through, racking up as many. Oh, and the general, Sparta's general, charging after. There's this one unit. He is going to manage to trample some of these guys. And they will take some losses. At least they should. He's up to 442 kills, 49, 450. That number's just climbing. And then, now they're dead. And now they're dead. Getting into the back of the pikes, too. He managed to... 20 guys, not bad. 20 guys from both, almost, actually. Almost 20 from both. Sparta is now pulling back. Elephants have been sent in. Hercules Spears losing decisively. And yeah, these guys are just like full-on retreating. What is going on here? Oathsworn starting to rout. Getting charged by camel cataphracts will do that to you. Especially if you're kind of beat up. Ooh, elephants have gone crazy, though. Archers from, I'm assuming, Arverni and or Sparta getting fire shots off on Syrian heavy armored elephant. Hopefully they'll be able to move their guys out of the way, and or that they'll just stop going insane. Doesn't look like it, though.
Stop!
They are up to 126 kills. Indian armored elephants up to 6. Not bad, not bad. Levy Freeman have come out. And I mean, Sparta is, this is definitely a bit of a fatal flaw right here. He's going to be able to surround this one single unit of Royal Spartans. The Royal Spartans very well may, and probably will, defeat both of these Levy Freeman units. However, this Royal Spartan unit is chasing after 2 Levy Freeman units. I mean, not even, he's chasing after 1. Iceni has completely debated this one Royal Spartan unit to get them to chase after this unit, while this one charges over here. Looks like he did notice though, thankfully. Saba's Desert Spearmen have routed and come back. Looks like hopefully maybe they'll go and charge up, going after that ballista, silence it once and for all. You can see he was dry firing. He must be just, he's got to be manually firing, just rapidly hitting his mouse button to shoot. So far, so good. Balance of power is... It looks like it's slightly in favor of the defenders. However, I mean, if Sparta really threw his whole weight into this, I think that it could seriously be a little bit more detrimental. If Sparta had been more aggressive from the get-go and aided Arverni more, I think that it would be a different tune altogether. Iceni just getting in here. I mean, at this point, they don't even really... I mean, Iceni's not even... You know, he's not expecting to win this fight. He's just causing problems for Sparta, which is holding up the assault everywhere else. Ooh, this is... Why'd this go fire? I guess maybe shots from the tower were getting out. I hate that you can't... Okay, so bear with me here. Is it Attila or is it Thrones of Britannia? Or maybe it's both. But after the towers land, you can have your archers continue to fire at the towers and set them alight. I wish that was also an option in Rome 2, because it makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you be able to do that, right? So yeah, I think that would be cool if they did do something like that. Looks like the elephants were getting shot at. Levy Freeman are starting to rout, no surprise there. Hillmen have been sent out. They're not going to last much longer either. But again, this is just a delay tactic. They don't actually expect to win this fight. They're just out here getting Sparta to waste his ammo, get his men tired, possibly take out a few guys here and there, and then all in all, hold up Sparta so that Bactria and Arverni have a harder time of making a go of it. That's firing? No, they're taking fire. 189 kills, out of ammo. They're just getting shot at. Is it Thurio Spears? No, 125 kills. Not bad, though, for Thurio Spears, honestly. Looks like chariots are being brought up. We're going to get a charge in from the camel cataphracts. Gotta get a good shot in, right?
Quickly now!
Gotta get some quick pins. Pretty cool. One more. Alright, back to it. Pikes are moving up. Hopefully they have enough ammo to deal with the pikes. Otherwise, this could be a serious problem. Elephants are moving up. Chariots pulling through. How many kills so far? 136. Still almost a full contingent of chariots. They're going to get in right behind. They're just ripping through Arverni, Bactria. He's going to tear right into the back of these Oathsworn, these archers, and then all of these units right here. If he can just pull right on through, That'll be great. That's exactly what he needs to do. It's just to keep them moving. Look at that. Immediate mass route from Bactria. 4 units. The minute those chariots hit, 4 units started to rout, and then the rest more followed. So pikes are gone. Thorax swords are gone. Bacterial guard is left. Looks like he's actually retreating now. This is a great chance, and I mean, Saba capitalized on it completely, seeing that this front line here was falling back. Charged in immediately with his camel cataphracts to really capitalize on the amount of damage they do. The Gaming cavalry from Seleucid out and about, going after Sparta's archers. Who knows what else? Hopefully, come on, keep going, keep going. It's taken quite a bit of a beating. And now Sparta is trying to finally muscle his way through after Bactria has just been swiftly annihilated in one blow. Arverni is not long for this world either. Oathsworn General up against these Indian armored elephants, but this is not going to go their way. They have 34 kills. The Indian armored elephants are up to 254. And now Sparta is pretty much helpless. 94 kills for the Gaming Cav General. Going real well so far, so good. Syrian armored elephants over here taking on the Royal Spartans, being backed up by some sword band. They have gone out of control, however, up to 160 kills. But honestly, there's more enemies here than allies, so I don't think. And the sword band, they're losing, so it doesn't matter. Chosen sword spear band, they're not losing, but oh no, they're falling back. 33 kills for the slingers. They do still have plenty of ammo left, so there we go. Charging right back in, and it does look like the archers have been completely tied up, and firepower from Sparta is gone. This is all but over, folks. All but over. Oh, did his 3 you should have just went with wall-mounted artillery. 3 kills for the Scorpion. Didn't use it as much as he thought he would, but I can definitely understand why he brought it. I mean, he probably thought that there would have been potentially more breach points. I mean, I would have thought that too. Wow, these chariots are still going, huh? 443 kills. Gee! Man. Charging headlong. No, charging into the rear of the pikes. Spectacular. Love to see it. And they're going to keep going. Trying to finagle chariots is a little bit difficult, especially, but I mean, with as many that are left right now, I think like the best way to use them when it's a depleted unit and you can get into the rear line of pikes or whatever is like get them in just like a little bit and then immediately turn them left to right so that they get dragged through the line. They're not really being engaged by the spears all that much, but they're still hitting all of these guys. Meanwhile, Saba and Seleucid teaming up to take on the Royal Spartan General. Yeah, this is pretty much over. Sparta is left. Again, I think that if Sparta had right off the bat threw his entirety into the fight, didn't get scared on that initial sally out from Mycenae and then Seleucid, and if he didn't turtle up because of that, I think that this could have gone a completely different route. Because the attackers made some extremely good progress here. And if Sparta and Arverni could have just punched a hole through here, I think the defenders would have been in some serious trouble. But that's just my opinion. Scorpion starting to fire in on to these Royal Spartans, getting shots in on the side and the rear. These guys are just going to start to get taken out left, right, and center. Slingers, unfortunately, are falling back, but we do have some more slingers firing in on the Royal Spartans. Hillman here, too, can hold them up. But here comes some heroic nobles to charge in, hold these guys up. Look at that. Smart moves. Just dropped the Scorpions altogether, pulled back his artillery crew so that he would still have an artillery crew. And I would imagine that the Syrian armored elephants probably charge in as well. Meanwhile, back up here, Spartan General is winning. He's winning. That is surprising. 530 kills so far for the Indian armored elephants. managed to get single chevroned up. That's the amount of experience they got. Now, yeah, these guys are losing out. Getting charged in the rear. They are starting to rout. They should be gone soon. We're starting to see some mass routing all across the field of battle. 15 seconds left in this one, guys. This is pretty good. Pretty good. Last unit right here. Roll Spartans. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right, let's get into it. Eric getting 2,258 kills, 56 for his Gen, 24 for the Ballista, 33 for the Scout Riders, 478 and 463 for the Chariots. Awesome. Love to see it. 55, 138, and 131 for the Slingers, 90 for the Chosen Spear Band, 85, 152, 128 for the Chosen Swords Band, 67, 30, 67, 83, and 17 for the Levied Freeman. Honestly, 67, 67, 83 is... in my opinion, pretty impressive. 1 for the painted ones, they didn't have to do anything. 160 for a sword band. Billy T. Sherm getting 1,760 kills. 106 for the Marib Camel Cataphract General. Saving Camel Cataphracts getting 134, 223, and 70. 126, 121, 62, 155 for the Slingers. 65 for the Desert Spears. 50, 26, and 73 for the Mercenary Marib Guard, 44, 138, and 74 for the Mercenary Mazgat Marauders, and then 36 and 257 for the Sabian Swordsmen. So not bad with that, actually. 2020, what a terrible year. 4-star Killer 666, 193 for his Gen, 33, 73, 27, 45 for the Light Cab, 558 and 251 for his Elephants, 54, 89, 68, and 189 for the Light Archers, 21, 21, 53, 40, 37, 57, 1, 45, 153 for Hillman. Wow. And 33, excuse me, for his Hillman. Senshikoa, 1,606 kills, 83 for his General, 151 for the Giant Ballista. Actually, not bad for only having one left. 187, 252, Jesus. 114 and 236 for the Royal Spartans. 132 for his Hello Archers, not bad. 56, 24, and 0 for the Cretans. 27, 24, 137, 102 for the Paraclay Spears, and then 27 and 54 for the Paraclay Pikes. Sweet for my balls with 1,060 kills, 38 for his Gen, 84, 111, 49, and 56 for his Archers. Man, I mean, I guess he just really wanted those more. Anyway, 49, 54, 45, 0, and 98 for his Celtic Warriors, and then 23, 139, 112, 12, and 190 for his Oathsworn. And then Teddy Bandaruk with 1,811 kills, 17 for his Gen, 78 for the Elite Persian Archers, 53, 116, 58 for the Syrians, 30, 11, 43, and 4 for the Bachelor Hillman, 149 and 269 for the Pikes. Well done there. 55 and 100 for the Scaly Thorax Hoptates, 54, 68, 133, and 79 for the Thorax Swords, then 126, 175, and 193 for Thorio Spears. Wow, well done there. Gotta hand it to you there. Awesome. Wow. Well, that was a good one. I enjoyed that one. That was really good. Had a little bit of sally out action, had some defense of the walls, a little bit of a nail biter. Didn't know who was going to win. Chef's kiss. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. And with that being said, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good peace out, guys.